Have you ever struggled to draw anatomy, even though it seems you're doing everything right? You study muscles, practice gestures, use boxes, and somehow your characters still look flat and broken. You are not alone. In fact, this one mistake silently wrecks progress for thousands of artists, and most never realize it. Why does it happen? And is there some hidden but crucial mistake you're making that's secretly sabotaging your progress? So in today's video, I'll show you the invisible mistake that's holding you back, how you can fix it to save years of frustration, and one secret technique that will finally level up your character drawings. Tell me, what's the first thing you thought when learning to draw characters? Yep, boxes.
No! God, please, no! No!
A chest box, a pelvis box, the sacred formula. But here's the problem. What if you already tried it and instead of progress, you feel even more stuck? That was me. Let me explain. Like everyone, I began my art journey with YouTube tutorials, and each of them taught the boxes method. So without even thinking, I started using it. What could go wrong? But after hundreds of drawings, I started noticing something strange. And honestly, it freaked me out, because what I discovered next made me question everything I learned up to that point. See, no matter how hard I tried, all of my drawings still felt off, and progress was barely visible. So does it mean that boxes method doesn't work at all? No, it works, but not for all the artists. See, if it doesn't fit you or feels uncomfortable, you might spend months or even years stuck without any idea what's wrong. So how to fix it? And what's that secret technique that will save your artworks? My favorite part in drawing is to learn new and awesome skills that will improve my artworks. To upgrade my skills, I often take online classes that can be found on Skillshare, which is today's sponsor. Skillshare is an amazing platform that I wish I had when I started drawing. It's especially valuable for artists, because here you can find thousands of classes led by incredible professionals who teach drawing, painting, illustration, animation, and much more. So I started taking course by an amazing artist, Brent Eviston. I found this course extremely valuable for artists who want to learn how to draw figures. And my favorite part, you can learn at your own pace, with no pressure and time limits. And you can get all of these classes for free, because the first 500 people to use my link in the description will receive a 1 month free trial of Skillshare. Get started today. So what's that secret technique that completely transformed my drawings? See, while drawing with boxes, I've got the issue that all of my characters looked stiff like robots. So I started digging deeper and stumbled across something I've never expected to find. What if I told you there is a second school of drawing most artists never even hear about? It's called an organic approach, and for many artists it clicks much easier. If you want structured practice and exercises all laid out for you to actually improve, I made a free digital art workbook you can grab below. It's already helped thousands of artists make real progress, and it's free, so go grab it and start improving today. Link in the description. So what is the organic method and how do you use it? Instead of using boxes, we use oval shapes to construct main forms. Wait, this bunch of circles looks completely flat. How can you call it the proper construction? Actually, these ovals are not flat. They have volume, and we show it using cross-contour lines, like this. And here is what changed everything. While constructing with ovals, we also can keep track of proportions. How? For example, the length of the oval for the upper arm is the same to the length of the hand. And also, it's the distance between chin and hairline. See what I'm talking about? Okay, that's all good, but how do we use it in practice? First, we start with outlining our structure with help of big oval shapes. Then, inside these main forms, we once again use ovals, but now we describe the smaller forms. And what's crucial, we don't forget to use cross-contour lines to show the volume. But how then we can draw the torso? We draw a smaller squashed oval for the pelvis and a larger elongated one for the ribcage. But here's the tricky part. You can't just slap ovals together and expect magic. To connect them correctly and draw a full character that feels alive, you need a very specific technique. And that's exactly what I'll show you in the next video. See you there.